Yeah, okay. So I bought this on Amazon. So like I said, I bought this on Amazon. Yeah. Okay, quick backstory. So, I don't ever remember actually ordering this. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't, but I don't ever remember putting this in the cart. What I thought I put in the cart was a Thomas Ertal's sealed. Like, it was still sealed, it was still in the box, never been opened, and it was from Amazon, and it was like $8. So I ordered it, and this is what came. Now, when I looked at the tracking info and stuff, this is what showed up, not the thing. So does that mean, is there a possibility that I actually put this in the cart and not that thing? Yes, there is quite a possibility that I put this in the cart, so don't go messaging to Amazon about that, because there's a good possibility I put this in here. I clearly just don't ever remember putting this in there. Therefore, I have no recollection of me putting this in here. Doesn't mean I didn't. I could have very well put it in here, but I don't know. Either way, it came to my house, I opened it, and this is not what I was expecting to see. But when I went back and looked at the tracking info and all of that said it showed this. So it was just whatever. Anyway, it's in pretty rough shape. So from an aesthetic, the wheels are actually in pretty good shape. My Henry, its wheels are actually pretty mangled. Like, the wheels are not in very good shape. So the wheels aspect of these are actually in pretty good shape. That's one of the major aspects that people complain about with the Ertals is the wheels. They're just little like Hot Wheel wheels, and Hot Wheels have the same problem on the shorter models that like have those weird proportions and things that you can see. You know what I mean. Anyway, basically that's the main problem, but this is actually in pretty good shape. The wheels are. Another problem, now one of the big problems is that there is a coupler missing there and there, so I don't know if I can couple this to anything. Now let me go grab a couple other Ertals and we can take a little look. Alright, so let's just take a closer look at this real quick. Okay, so looking at the top, the paint's pretty much chipped off of that. On the cold load, it's the back part's pretty okay. There's a lot of just damage and nicks around it. The sticker's gone. I don't know if there was ever actually a sticker on there, but man, I've never had an ertal gorden, and this is just massive. It's really cool, and it just kind of shows off how good we had it, especially considering how you get all the wheels, you get all the detail. I mean, I wish that this was like, I don't know, I wish I had more of these. Now let's look at Henry. So Henry's the first ertal I ever had. Ertal train. It has some damage right there. I think I've contributed to some of this damage along the way. But do you see how messed up his wheels are? Like, did you see how that is? Gorden does not have that problem. Not yet, any at least. And that's probably just because Henry's wheels are more closer together. I don't know. Either way, you can just see him. He still rolls fine. Both their funnels are pretty mangled, but I thought this was a long engine. Just look at the detail. You get all the detail, but do you see how just messed up his wheels are compared to... Somebody enjoyed this more than they enjoyed this one wheel configuration, at least. But this is pretty mangled and destroyed. Now, the part to this is the price. This is confusing because this was actually $22. $22, which I would say is overpaying for this, but I don't ever remember buying this or putting it in the cart. I remember buying something else completely different. Now that doesn't mean I put this in the cart and then forgot about it and bought the wrong thing. And then I just didn't see the price. Although I think that the Thomas sealed in the box was like $22. So it made sense. They were pretty close in price. But now this thing is $9.99. Which, I guess it depends what you're getting, because you probably could get anywhere from this kind of quality to maybe even sealed in the box. You just never know. You don't know how many of, we don't know how many of these they actually have and how many they're selling. Either way, let's take a closer look at James. So James's wheels are pretty okay. He's not in great shape from the front wheels and stuff. I had a choice between this and another one. The other one was in better condition, and I wish I had bought that one. You can see there's some gunk in the front of him. I bought this at a train show used for like $2, so it wasn't terrible. He goes pretty well. So if you look at the coupling thing, compared to them, you can definitely see how it got. So somebody at some point chewed on it, snapped it off. But what I want to know is can it still couple up to things? Okay, yeah, so you can still couple up to things. It's not as good as trying to couple up to, like, him, which he's going to pull this much better. But it's still there. And then, so this is Diesel 10. He came obviously later. But looking at the detail, you can definitely see that there is a difference. He is definitely one of the longest ertals I ever have owned. He's also a really cool ertal, and I definitely recommend, if you can pick it, it's $9.99. I recommend you pick it up on Amazon. Just know that you're either going to get great quality or you're going to get bad quality or anywhere in between. All the stickers, are those stickers? Either way, that's detail still there. But this is just impressive long, and this looks really good. Like, compared to this, this is the toy that you can go out and buy now. I mean, which one do you prefer? This really just shows the difference, how far we've fallen. I really hope and wish that Ertal would come back and start making the toys. Obviously, there's some stuff I would change. Make the wheels better and make the coupling system better, which they did improve on the coupling system. And obviously make the wheels better. But either way, just in comparison, the tender doesn't move around on this one, but it doesn't really need to. But this is just, I'm trying to emphasize, you get all the wheels, you get everything that's long. This looks like Gordon, and this is a really good representation. This face looks like Gordon, but it's honestly kind of hard to tell how he is just by looking at how short he is. You don't get the buffer detail. You don't get this. You get all the detail on this and then some. And I just don't see the same kind of quality and fun in these, which just shows how good. But you can definitely see, look at that length difference. There's definitely a big difference. Personally, I would take this one over that one. I wish that they'd still make them. They're just very impressive. But the quality for this one is, I wouldn't pay more than $2 for this. The wheels are in good shape, but you get a lot of scratches on it. No sticker. It's pretty mangled, and the coupling system is destroyed. Like, you can't even use the front one. Which is just a common thing for ertals. But either way, I just wanted to show this off in a video because I thought it was funny. Because what I thought I was ordering was a sealed Thomas thing. Turns out it was this. I probably just put it in the car and put the wrong thing in the car and didn't realize it until it was too late. Either way, yep, that's money well spent. Won't do that again. I'm going to make sure I pay way more attention from now on what's in the cart before I just order it. Because I really thought, anyway, it doesn't matter. Lesson learned, and either way, it's still cool to have this Ertal in my collection. The face is really nice. That just represents a good Gordon face. I think at one time they had stickers covering the buffers. Even if they didn't, everything, all the details here. These are great toys. Ertal definitely is a great, and I don't know why they ever switched away from them. I mean, this is what we get now. This puts this to shame. I would rather have this. It's just better detailed, and I think, considering, in, 20, 30 years, how this thing looks and the popularity of these, I think that this is never going to compete with that. In 30 years, this thing will probably just be one of those forgotten things, like Adventures. A lot of people remember Adventures, but Adventures wasn't good. Take and Play, Take Along, that was good, but it will never beat what this had on it. But yeah, so that's just this. I just wanted to show off that I bought this thing, kind of accidentally. Either way, whatever. Got some rough details, but either way, it's pretty cool. And you'll probably see this in an episode or something of mine in my new series, which is going to be having an update and a thing about very soon. I just gotta set up some more things. Anyway, until next time, this has been Thomas and Ranger Productions, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. I have to mention this in the video, but let's just look how old it is real quick. Made in China. Made in China. Let me know if this is a real ertal or not. Made in China. Okay, so they were all made and manufactured in... Made in China. Okay. Let me know if this is a real one or not. And let me know if the real ones were made in China. Anyway, till next time. Goodbye.